New year, new mission statement. Let's talk about what we want to do here at Airsoft GI for 2026. It's kind of a unique experience being here at Airsoft GI just simply because of how long we've been around. We've been here since 2003, pretty much almost the beginning of the birth of Airsoft as a hobby in the United States. And not just the hobby, but the industry as a whole. And we've been able to really see how Airsoft has developed and grown over the years. Now, there's gonna be a lot of things that we want to do differently this year, as well as things that we wanna continue to do as not only just a retailer, but people that are active enthusiasts, active participants in the hobby of Airsoft. And I think Airsoft is a very unique and special hobby. And obviously here at AirsoftGI.com, we are an Airsoft retailer, but we wanna primarily focus on you guys, the player. And not just you guys, but us as well, because a lot of us here at Airsoft GI, the people here that are working in the team, we're active enthusiasts, active hobbyists in Airsoft. Airsoft is a really unique hobby because you, the average Joe, can put on military style kit, grab your ultra realistic looking Airsoft replica and get together with friends and like-minded people and shoot each other for fun over a weekend. There's just not very many hobbies out there like that where you can do something that cool. And I think it offers a very unique form of escapism and recreation. But one thing that we noticed over the years is whether it is the massive censorship that we face online over social media, or if it's the elitism or the gatekeeping of people within the Airsoft community, just a lot of that simple joy and the simple fun of Airsoft is being really sucked out online. And one thing that we want to focus here at AirsoftGI.com is bringing back the fun, bringing back the simple pleasure that is of Airsoft back into the hobby. Okay, let's get into the fun stuff. Let's talk about money. Because the reality is Airsoft is a hobby, and so there's gonna be a very big portion of the Airsoft community that is focused on getting as much value out of their dollar, and rightly so. And to be quite honest with you guys, there have been some moments where a lot of us in the Airsoft industry were really scared, specifically because of things like the COVID-19 pandemic back in the early 2020s, and even more recently with the whole tariff situation. There have just been some times where we were kind of looking at the spreadsheets and realizing that the prices of these Airsoft goods coming to the US were gonna go up dramatically. And that's something that we've been working on very diligently behind the scenes. It's not something that we really talk about very often, but yeah, that's something that here at Airsoft GI, we've been working a lot, talking with manufacturers, negotiating with them, talking with importers, and trying to figure out how to bring the pricing of Airsoft goods back down to what we consider pre-COVID levels. And the reason why is because we want to keep the hobby accessible to new players. Because no one wants to spend $300 or $400 on an entry-level AEG. That's just not very realistic. And here at AirsoftGI.com for 2026, that's something that we're continuing to want to do, is to make the hobby as accessible as possible from a financial standpoint. The Airsoft market has definitely evolved a lot over the years, and back when Airsoft was more in its infancy stage in the US, a lot of people were chasing the novelty aspect of Airsoft, so they wanted things that were really cool or were really exotic. But nowadays, I think both in the industry and community side, everything is more or less kind of standardized. And one thing that we want to continue doing at Airsoft GI is to bring you guys products that don't suck. Now here's what I mean by that. Airsoft GI has actually had a really big legacy in helping Airsoft companies get a strong footing in the US market. And Airsoft GI has helped multiple Airsoft brands in the past, such as Echo One, G&G, KWA, Classic Army, and now Lancer Tactical. And we not only helped curate products that they were making, but we've had a direct hand in developing those Airsoft products to cater to the specific tastes of Airsoft players in the US. I think a really good example of this in recent times would be the MGC4 AEG. Now, the MGC4 project honestly started out as a very limited run beta test, just to see if Airsoft players today can create a good Airsoft gun. And we were really surprised at how well the MGC4 project did. I mean, we have released tons of different variants, different iterations, and we've improved the MTC4 incrementally over time based off of the real-time feedback of you guys in the Airsoft community. I think the MTC4 project was a really good proving ground for us to take to a lot of Airsoft manufacturers and let them know, hey, this is what the Airsoft community actually wants. And moving forward in 2026, that's something that we want to continue to do, is we want to continue to actively curate and help develop Airsoft products for the US market, things that don't suck. And at the end of the day, everyone here at Airsoft GI, we're all part of the Airsoft community. We're all players, and we only really want to stock and bring stuff to you guys that we actually believe in. Being a positive force within the Airsoft community is something that we really believe in. Which is why we do things like hosting our weekly live stream, uploading our regular YouTube content, or even having a Discord server, which if you want to get plugged in, if you haven't already, you can click the link down below to join our Discord. But the reason why we do this is not just to sell you more Airsoft gear. I mean, we are an Airsoft retailer, but we want to help everyone grow in the hobby together. Whether you're a new player getting into it for the first time, not sure how to properly maintain your Airsoft gear, or let's say you are a more experienced player who wants to take a crack at upgrading their Airsoft gun for the first time, there are plenty of people within the community that are ready and willing to walk you through all of that. But more importantly for us at Airsoft GI, this is where we really get to put our ear into the ground and listen to your guys' feedback. This is where we're actively monitoring things on our Discord or our live streams or the comments on our YouTube videos, and really take a lot of your guys' valuable feedback and feed it back into the Airsoft industry to help shape the Airsoft industry to conform more with the tastes of the American Airsoft player. One new thing that we want to improve in 2026 is to streamline our logistical process. Now in the past, unfortunately, sometimes there were some issues with the website saying certain items were in stock but were not, or a lot of back ordering, or things taking forever to get shipped to your door. But we did a lot of work over the past year to streamline our logistical process, and now our inventory is all centralized, meaning that now when you order something online, if it says that it's in stock, it is 100% in stock. And we've further streamlined our shipping process to make sure that your order gets to your door as fast as possible. The biggest threat to Airsoft today isn't a supply issue or even a legal issue. It's a community issue, and I don't know where we went wrong, but at some point I started to notice that some people are taking the hobby a bit more seriously than they actually should. I don't know if it's like the gatekeeping or the elitism, but the Airsoft community just doesn't feel as welcoming as it used to. So in 2026, we want to actively focus on becoming more of a vanguard within the Airsoft community space. And what I mean by that is that we want to steer and help guide the Airsoft community to become a more of an inviting and welcoming place. Because at the end of the day, when non-Airsoft players look at us, we want them to look at us and say, wow, these are a bunch of really cool people. What they're doing is really cool. I want to join. Because yes, Airsoft GI is an Airsoft store. We are an Airsoft retailer, but we are all Airsoft players at the same time. We're not just some random business people that have decided to sell Airsoft guns at a profit, but we're people that are actively invested and actively involved in the Airsoft community. And at the end of the day, we want to build and make an Airsoft community that we are proud to be a part of. So those are all of our goals at Airsoft GI for 2026. And if you guys like what you're seeing, please make sure to like the video, hit the subscribe button, and ring that bell icon to get notified every time we upload a new video. And if you also believe in our mission, and if you want to directly support us, the best way to do so is to get all your Airsoft gear at airsoftgi.com. And 2026 is going to be a really exciting year. There's a lot of really cool stuff in the works that we're really excited to show you, so please make sure to stay tuned. But other than that, my name is Boaz. I'll catch you next time, Mail Gang.